Minecraft, the biggest game of all time. Minecraft is a game where you can play at either two characters. You can play a boy named Steve or a girl named Alex. In this game, you're in a blocky universe. Everything's made of square. In this game, you can meet monsters, animals, and creatures. This game was probably your favorite game in your childhood. You'll get Minecraft's clothes from the store and plushies. This game is basically about you surviving, building, and crafting. People either make friends with the villagers and trade with them, or they stay out at night defeating zombies, skeletons, creepers, and spiders, and endermen. Or they can just mess around, befriending animals, playing with friends, and making tools out of the crafting table. This was my top eager game to play when I was about 9 years old in 2013. This game was my favorite. I really wanted to play it, but my parents wouldn't let me to, unless I turned 9. Just then, my 9th birthday eventually came, and my parents allowed me to download Minecraft on Microsoft. I downloaded the game on my birthday, but I wouldn't play it until tomorrow after school. I clicked play, and I eventually spawned in the middle of the forest. It was peaceful. Sheep, cows, chickens were walking among the trees. The sun shining over the entire universe. So, I eventually started my first ever building. I made myself a little small house in the middle of the woods. Got myself a crafting table, a wooden chest, and I was ready to go. Just then, I looked at the clock on my room, and it was 9:30, which was my bedtime. I clicked off and told the computer, "I'll play you tomorrow after school." I then rushed over, put on my pajamas, and climbed into my bed, sleeping peacefully, thinking of what amazing day I'm going to be doing in Minecraft tomorrow. But my second time ever playing Minecraft was actually going to be my last. The next day, I woke up, got ready for school, went to school. 6 hours later, it was over. I eventually got home, and then I made myself some lunch, and I turned on my game. But when I entered, it was nighttime. I know that I've seen YouTubers play Minecraft before, and I know that it always starts with when the sun is still shining throughout the sky. It was never nighttime. For a 9-year-old, I was kind of scared. The moon was shining over the entire universe, and creepers, zombies, skeletons, and spiders and endermen were roaming the trees as well. There were some animals, but looks like more creatures than animals were in the woods with me. I sighed and was like, I'll just look for a village, and then I'll get some sleep. Even worse, I had no idea where my house was. I was in a new area, probably somewhere on the other side of the town, the universe. So I started walking. Before I continued, I made myself a crafting table, and I made myself a wooden sword, just in case. I was walking for a few minutes before I saw something dark red in the corner of my eye. I look over and there was nothing. I was expecting that, hey, it was probably just a rose, so I continued walking. Around this time, people were making up myths about creatures and stuff, like Herobrine. And that the fact that if you look at the moon for a couple minutes, something bad will happen. I did look at the moon for like a minute, but nothing happened, so I don't really believe that one. And for Herobrine, I believe that it was just some people who were making an urban legend out of it. My theory is that maybe someone dressed up as Steve, the character as we play as, and just made him have white eyes. and another friend took a photo of it and said, "I discovered a random creature in Minecraft single player." I don't really know what really happened with the Herobrine picture, but that really terrified a lot of people, including me, for a little bit, for lots of years. So I ignored the rose, which I thought was a person, so I continued walking. I ran into a couple spiders and zombies and skeletons. Man, the skeletons really annoy me. I killed a zombie on the way, but on the way, I thought I saw something red again. I look over and there was nothing there. I still thought it was a rose, so I continued. Just then, after 5 minutes of walking, I immediately felt like, was I walking in circles? Because I haven't reached civilization in a long time. I started this game about 7 minutes ago, and now I'm still walking in the woods. I know that woods can be sometimes really big, but this one was taking forever. Am I ever going to get out of here? Am I ever going to find a village or somewhere? As I was walking, I was right near some water. When I was looking at the water, I saw the red thing in the corner of my eye again. I'd look over, but I saw it carefully now. It was another player. This player was dark red. He looked like a player, but he didn't really look like a player. He had black eyes, and he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't holding anything, and he was just standing there, watching me. For a 9-year-old, I was terrified. I was in single player, not multiplayer. What is a person doing in my server or in my world? So I ran over to the person, and the person just stayed still. I began hitting at him with my sword, but it didn't work. The person wouldn't die. I was confused and scared. Why won't you die? I said to myself. Just then, the creature disappeared. I looked around confusedly, and then I continued my way. As I was walking, I continued thinking about the person I just saw. I'm in single player. How was that possible? He didn't look like any other animals or creatures I've ever seen before. So I could just continue walking. But as I was walking through the woods, I discovered something terrifying. On a nearby tree, someone had crafted an upside-down cross with dirt. My mouth was wide open at this point. Who would do such a thing? I looked around for a while, but I didn't see anything. I eventually took a step forward towards the cross, and it was just standing there. It didn't move at all, even though it's just dirt. I looked around one more time. I turned around, and then I saw it again. It was the red creature again. I was near the shore of a long river. He was across the river on another part of the forest. He was just staring at me, not moving a muscle. I became terrified. I couldn't stand it anymore. I knew attacking him wouldn't have made it any worse. Even worse, I forgot to mention, the more I kept killing the creature from earlier, the more the sword started to lose its wood. And I didn't have the sword anymore. So I had no other weapons. I didn't have any more diamonds. The crafting table was like a long ways away, and I had no idea what to do. So I couldn't attack the creature. All I could do was just try to get the heck out of there. So I immediately ran away from the cross to end the creature. I began running as fast as I can through the middle of the woods. I kept looking back to see if the creature was running or flying towards me, but he was not there. I just kept thinking, I gotta get out. I have to. After running through the woods, which felt like forever, I eventually reached none other than a village. I was relieved. But as I walked through the village, things stuck out at me. Number one, there were no villagers at all. I looked through every house, but there was no one there. No one making a huh sound. I looked around the entire village. I even stood up on a mountain and overlooked the entire village. No one was walking around. I knew that they couldn't just go somewhere. They always stayed in one specific place. Besides, I see them near the village in the woods. And number 2, almost all the village lights were off. The only light I could see was the thing that was standing in the middle of the town. That one that had the torches on them. I was confused of why that was the only light I could see. I turned around just for a second, and I walked over to a nearby well, and I looked down in it, expecting to see the creature, but I didn't see him. Just then I turned around, and I was expecting to just leave the village and go somewhere else. I took 2 steps forward before looking up at the candlestick in the middle of the village, and I stopped. The candles were gone, and on top of the lamppost was the creature. I had no other choice, so I had to grab something. I look over and I see a flint and steel right next to me. What a coincidence. I immediately grabbed it, and I immediately pushed the go button, and I pressed it on the candle thing in the middle. The candle immediately started to burn down, but the creature didn't. The thing eventually fell to the ground, but the creature was still standing right side up, and now he was on the floor, standing up, still looking at me. I couldn't take it anymore, so I just ran away. I ran through the woods as fast as I can. What am I gonna do? This thing is following me. I need help. Someone help! I screamed. I knew that if my parents heard me, they would come in here and ask me what was wrong. And that if I told them that my server was haunted by a creature, they wouldn't believe me. They would probably just think it was one of my friends from school. I ran through the forest, which felt like an hour, until I was looking back. I was running, and then I looked in front of myself, and there was the creature. And he looked me dead in the eye. But then, my screen went black. I was confused until my screen eventually came back up, and it was an error message. It told me that my account has been locked off. The only thing I could do was turn off the laptop, lay down on my bed, and think about what the heck just happened in that world. I remember the red creature. The village had no villagers. The village lights were almost all besides the candle. And that upside down cross I saw on a tree. That was over 8 years ago. People in my school still talk about Minecraft and about how it's officially getting its own movie, which is releasing in 2025. I still remember this to this very day. Actually, I don't think it was 8 years ago. This was 11 years ago, actually. Right now, I'm almost turning my early 20s. I think about going to see the Minecraft movie, but in my head, I don't think I'm going to go to. Because the only thing I'll probably think about during the entire movie is the creature I saw. To this day, I'll never play Minecraft. Ever again. Hey guys, quick notice before I end this video. The reason why I made this Creppypasta video is because this is kind of like a little teaser for a thing I posted in my community page. I got 11 likes on this, but apparently no one said anything. In this community post, I specifically said, tell me a full story of the times you were playing Minecraft and you saw something or you noticed something terrifying. Like if you felt like you were being watched even though you're in the server by yourself, or you saw something terrifying. I specifically said, it has to be a true story. And then I said, tell me your full story in the comments. But that was 4 days ago. I know it says 3, but I actually made the post 4 days ago. The YouTube just got it wrong a little. And guess what? It's been 4 days and I still have got no comments. My theory, maybe you guys just hadn't saw it. And so the reason I made this entire video is to tell you guys about the post I made. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this hope you all enjoyed the little. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying little. Hope you guys enjoyed the creepypasta video about Minecraft. I'll probably make more creepypastas in the future that are not based about Minecraft. I'll probably even make one about Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know, maybe in the future someday. But anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this 15-minute long video, creepypasta, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, and remember to tell your scary full story in this community post. I'll be waiting. Bye, guys. Also, like and subscribe if you thought this story was creepy. Okay, bye.